Hello everyone, welcome to Kriti Tutorials. So we are here with very important topic, that is differentiation, which is important for maths class 12th. Right? It's important part of calculus and it's a base for calculus also. So today we are here with the important MCQs, board questions. All of them are board questions and they are based on NCRT. And though it is an MCQ, we will be discussing a step-by-step solution also for each, because they can come in 2 markers also. So all these questions that we are taking today, they are very important for board, right? So let's take the questions one by one. And as we all know now, board is going to give you more MCQs and all. That's the reason we are here with this. So now the first question is, you have to find the derivative of 2x plus y is equal to sine y. Now this is a very easy question which is based on implicit function concept, right? So we have to find the derivative. Now let's find the derivative of this. So what will you get? So let's do it. So 2x plus y is equal to sine y. So if we differentiate it with respect to, right? So with respect to what? We are going to differentiate it with respect to x. So differentiating both sides with respect to x. So if I differentiate the first one, no need to write in detail if it is an MCQ. But if it is a subjective question, then you have to write this step for sure. Clear? Now what's the answer? So we get 2 here and here dy by dx as it is will come, because the derivative of y is 1 with respect to y, and here cos y into dy by dx, right? So this is implicit function concept. When you are differentiating sine y with respect to x, so cos y, that is the derivative of sine y, and along with it dy by dx will also come. Now we will take the terms of dy by dx on one side. So what we will get, 2 is equal to dy by dx. If I take common, I will get cos y minus 1. So my answer is 2 upon cos y minus 1. But we can't see this option, so we will have the option D as the answer, that is none of these. So do not get confused that you are wrong or something. No, you are correct. So you will mark the D option, none of these. But all these questions that we are taking, as I said, they are important for 2 marks as well. Okay, now let's move on to the next. Now y is equal to root sine x plus y. Now again this is important question. Now let's see in a very simple way how to solve it. Now if we solve it with root, it becomes tough for us because we have to apply chain rule and all. So which will take more time. Now let's square both the sides and solve it, which will make our question very easy. So if I squaring both the sides, if I do, so on squaring both sides, y square is equal to sine x plus y. Now you all can do it very easily. And again, this is a question which is based on implicit function. Yes. So we have to find dy by dx. So differentiating both sides with respect to x, right? So y square, if we differentiate, we get 2y, and then along with it, what we will get? Dy by dx. Sin x, cos x. And again, y is there, so we get dy by dx. We have not written the first step because already we did it in the first question, right? And just remember, implicit may we have to put dy by dx when we had differentiating y with respect to x. Now we will put the terms of dy by dx on one side and rest terms on the other side. So what's our answer? Our answer is this, right? And when you are doing only for MCQ, then no need to write the entire thing. You can do it in one line and then mark the option. So which is the correct option? A. Correct? So the correct option is A. Correct? So A is the correct option. Cos x upon 2y minus 1. Right? Now let's see the next. Now this is the question which is based on parametric. Now it's simple 1 mark question. Now x is a function of t, y is also a function of t, and we have to find dy by dx. Now let's see how we can do it. So now let's take x as at square. So if we find dx by dt, that is we are differentiating with respect to t. Now you have to assume here that a is a constant. Remember, right? It's not given, but it's understood that a is a constant. So a will come as it is, and the differentiation of t square is 2t. with the help of power rule. Now we find y के लिए, y is 2at. Now again here 2 and a both are constant. So if we find dy by dt, what we will get? 2a, and the differentiation of t is 1 with respect to t. Now we have to find dy by dx. So dy by dx is nothing but dy by dt upon dx by dt. Right? So if you see here, dt will cancel out. So this is how we can see. So dy by dt upon dx by dt. So it is 2a upon 280. So what's the answer? 1 by t. That is option B is correct. Right? So see, very easily within a fraction of seconds you can solve this. So the correct option is B. That is 1 by t. Correct? Now let's move on to the next. Now this is y is equal to 10x raised to sine x. See, we have quotients of different types. Right? So this question can be solved in which way? We can use, yes, we can use log here. So y is equal to 10x raised to sine x, because power of power, function is raised to some power. So if we have the function like this, where function is raised to another function, then always we are supposed to use log here. So now what we will do, we will take log on both sides. Now this question is for 2 marks also, it can come for 3 marks also, right? So taking log on both sides. Now if we take log on both sides, we get log y here and log 10x raised to sine x. We are doing in step by step so that you all can understand it. Now if we apply the property of log here on the right hand side, what we will get? We will get b log a using this property. Just check, I have written the property also. Log a raised to b is b log a. So what will you get? Sin x log tan x, right? And this is log y. Now this question is ready to be differentiated. Now on the left hand side we have the function of y, and on the right hand side we have the function of x, which can be solved using product rule, because we see two functions, sin x and log tan x. So we will apply product rule here. Which rule? Product rule here. So now just tell me, if we have to differentiate one side y, one side x, so what we will write? Differentiating both sides with respect to x. So again, implicit function will come. So 1 upon y is the derivative of log y, and along with it what will come? Yes, dy by dx. Now we will apply product rule. So product rule says one function as it is, derivative of next function, plus second function as it is, and derivative of first function. Correct? Now let's solve it. Now by seeing all these terms, we can just mark none of these, right? But if it is subjective, then how will you make the final answer? So dy by dx, now this y will go to next side. That is, we can take it to the numerator of right hand side. Now what is the derivative of log 10x? 1 upon 10x, that is the derivative of log. And if I apply chain rule, I will put it sec square x. So when you have these terms in between the question, no need to do substitution and all for chain rule. You can write the answer directly. Derivative of inner function and to derivative of outer function. Now, what do you have? Log 10x into derivative of sin x. So log 10x as it is. And what is the derivative of sin x? Cos x. Now this is my final answer. I can simplify a little bit. Tan x raised to sin x we can write for y. And here what we will write, if we convert tan x into sin x upon cos x and sec square x into 1 upon cos square x. So what will be our final answer? Our final answer will be, just here I'll do it here. Tan x ko what can I write? Cot x, 1 upon tan x. So cot x is cos upon sin. What is 1 upon cos square x? Sec square x. So if I cut, I get only a single term, that is sec x. Just check. Plus cos x into log 10x. So this is my final answer. So very easily you can do, right? So this is a question which can come easily for 2 marks and maximum to maximum for 3 marks, right? So these type of questions by taking log, they are very important for both. Most often we have seen these questions coming up in exam. Parametric, taking log, these are very important for exam, board exam, right? So this is how we have. So the option will be D here. But if it is for subjective, then definitely you can solve it in this way, right? Now let's move on to the next. Now this is very important concept. Here we have seen the students making the mistake. If it's a concept of parametric, right? If x is a function of t, y is also a function of t, then find d square y by dx square. We have previously solved just now one question where we were supposed to find dy by dx, right? We were finding dy by dt, and then we found dx by dt, and then we divided. But here we have to find d square y by dt square, correct? Oh, sorry, dx square. Now how will you solve it? Now for this concept based question hai ye. So this is very, very important because it comes a lot in board exam. Okay. So now if we have this question, if x is equal to ft and y is equal to gt. So first thing what we have to find, we have to find dy by dx. और उसके लिए हमें क्या निकालना है? पहले हमें क्या निकालना है? We have to differentiate y with respect to t. That is, we have to find dy by dt. अभी यहाँ कुछ फंक्शन नहीं है, so we will simply write g dash t. That is the derivative of g with respect to t. Now x is a function of f, so dx by dt. So that will be f dash t. Correct? That will be f dash t. Now if we divide both of them, what we will get? dy by dx. So dy by dt upon dx by dt, which will be g dash t upon f dash t. Correct? Now this is done. Now what about d square y by dx square? Now here you have to pay attention. This is very, very important concept. Now forget about this g dash and f dash. Now let me take a very simple thing. If d square y by dx square अगर आपको निकालना होता है, so what are you supposed to do? You are supposed to find the derivative of dy by dx with respect to x. Correct? That is what the concept says. So here we have to use the same concept, but on the right hand side we have the functions of t, not the functions of x. That is important. So implicit function concept will also come along with this. So what we will do, we will apply quotient rule on the right hand side because f dash t and g dash t, they are in division. Okay, so in the numerator and denominator, what's the formula for quotient rule? We have f dash t is single dash, okay, whole square. That is the square of the denominator as it is. No differentiation, right? Now, f dash t as it is, derivative of g dash t. That is g double dash t. Correct? Along with it, what will come? Because it's a function of t. So what will come along with this? Because you are differentiating it with respect to x. So what will come? Yes, dt by dx. Correct. Minus. Correct. Okay. What will come? G dash t as it is into derivative of f dash t, that is double derivative, and into again what will come? Dt by dx. So dt by dx will come with both the terms. That was my point. So now if I just write it, what will I get? F dash t into g double dash t minus g dash t into f double dash t, and if I am taking dt by dx common, so dt by dx upon f dash t whole square. Now what is the value of dt by dx? Just see, this is dx by dt. So what is the value of dt by dx? So dt by dx will be nothing but the reciprocal of this. नो नीड टू वरी की फंक्शन नहीं है, ये एक फॉर्मूला बन गया अभी आपके लिए, राइट, सिंपल वे में. सो नाउ dt by dx की जगह what we can write 1 upon f dash t. So if I simply write 1 upon f dash t, so what will I get the answer as? F dash t into g double dash t minus g dash t into f double dash t upon f dash t ka whole cube. Okay, so that's important. So here the option is D, right? Here the option is D because none of these. but B was similar to this. Most of the students must be marking B. That's very common. But be careful that in the denominator we have x, dx, right? So dx by dt. So नीचे आएगा f dash t का cube, not g dash t का cube. So this is a formula also which you can remember for solving the questions. और ये बहुत बहुत important concept है for the board exam. It comes quite often. Every alternate year, sometimes consecutive years also it comes. How to find the second order derivative of parametric form. So here the major mistake is that we don't take dt by dx. Why we are taking dt by dx? Because our derivatives are in t. So we have to put implicit function concept also. So that is why dt by dx will also come. Clear to all? Now let's take the next. Now this is a question which is very easy but very lengthy to see, right? लगता है अरे वाह ये तो बहुत ज़्यादा tough होगा. No, 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 it's not tough. So if y is equal to log x with base a and log a with base x and log a raised to a, that is a simple constant term. So we have to find its derivative. Now पहले उसके लिए हमें एक property आना चाहिए. कौन सा property? Log का property. Log का कौन सा property हमको आना चाहिए? Log का property के लिए what we have to do is we have to use this property of log. अगर हमारे पास बेस चेंज करना है, हमको सेम बेस बनाना है, दैट इज वी हैव टू गेट इट टू द बेस natural base, then how will you move on? So this is y is equal to log x with respect to a with base a. So we use this property which I have shown here. How can we write it? Log x upon log a. Correct? How we can write the other term? Log a upon log x. So here a is constant and x is a variable. Okay, be clear with that point. Now log a by a, अगर आप इसको देखें, so it becomes 1, nothing else, right? So it's a simple question now. It can easily be solved and easily be answered, but without using this property you cannot do this question. You will find it very hard. अरे ये log पे इतना बड़ा question? No, 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 it's a very simple question and really meant for 1 mark. Okay, so now if I have to rewrite all this, what will be my y? My y will be log x upon log a plus log a upon log x and plus 1. Now I have to differentiate it with respect to x. Now 1 upon log a is constant, right? And what is the derivative of log x? 1 upon x. Log a is constant again, correct? Now what will be the derivative of 1 upon log x? Just check everyone. 1 upon log x का derivative आप कैसे निकालेंगे? Yes, tell me. Log a upon log x. Log x का डेरिवेटिव आप कैसे निकालेंगे? देखिए 1 अपॉन लॉग एक्स है आपके पास, इसका मतलब क्या है? लॉग एक्स रेज टू माइनस 1, करेक्ट? अब आपने जब लॉग एक्स रेज टू माइनस 1 किया, डोंट टेक इट ओनली कि लॉग एक्स का 1 अपॉन एक्स होता है तो 1 अपॉन लॉग एक्स का एक्स हो जाएगा. नो नो नो, दैट विल गिव यू द रॉन्ग आंसर. सो व्हाट विल बी द आंसर हियर? द आंसर हियर विल बी माइनस 1 into 1 upon log x whole square, correct? And what will come along with this? The derivative, that is 1 upon x, right? So now what you have here? Log a into 1 upon x log x whole square and negative sign also, and plus 1 is 0 because derivative of 1 is 0. So what's the answer? 1 upon x log a, correct, minus log a upon x log x whole square. This is my correct option. Oh, we could not see anything. So in D option, if in place of plus we have a negative sign, then it's the correct option. Otherwise, none of these. Whenever you have such things in board, because it's a board question, there might be some error. No worries. You put D mark. Benefit of doubt will come to you, right? So no worries for that. Don't worry. The question is wrong. अब हम क्या करें? आपको ही marks मिलेंगे. But mark one option. So, but the correct option is what here? The correct option is 1 upon x log a minus log a upon x log x whole square. Though it is not there, don't worry about it. Okay, so just mark the option D as correct option or any other option if you wish. Marks will be given to you. So the correct option is this. Just check everyone. Right, now let's do the next question. Y is equal to cos inverse x. We have to find its derivative, second order derivative in terms of y alone. So if y alone is there, then easy way to solve this question is, let's convert this cos inverse x is equal to y in terms of x is equal to cos y using the concept of inverse trigonometric function, and let's differentiate it with respect to y now. So what we will get, dx by dy is equal to minus sine y. Correct? Now minus sine y. But I have to take the reciprocal because I need d square y by dx square. So what will I get? Reciprocal of sine is cosec. Now it's a simple question. Now we have to find d square y by dx square. So we will have to differentiate it with respect to x now. पहले हमने y के रिस्पेक्ट में किया था, अभी हम किसके रिस्पेक्ट में करेंगे? x के रिस्पेक्ट में. So d square y by dx square will become what? d by dx of minus cosec y. So what is the derivative of minus cosec y? Cosec y का derivative क्या होता है? Minus is already there. We'll keep it as it is. So what is the derivative of cosec y? Minus cosec y cot y. Correct? And along with this, what will come? Along with this will come dy by dx because implicit function concept will also come. So minus minus plus cosec y cot y. And dy by dx is what? Minus cosec y. Just see here. Dy by dx is minus cosec y. So we will substitute it here. So what will I get? Minus cot y cosec square y. So what is my correct answer? A. So my correct answer is A. Minus cot y cosec square y. इसी का सिमिलर क्वेश्चन भी आता है एग्जाम में, y इज इक्वल टू साइन इनवर्स x. उसका डेरिवेटिव निकालिए, सेकेंड ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव ओनली इन टर्म्स ऑफ y alone. So that's also on the same concept, right? So this is the next question which we took. Now let's take one more question. We have to find the derivative of sine square x with respect to exponential cos x. अब ये क्या है? दोनों फंक्शंस हैं, कोई x नहीं है, कुछ नहीं दिया है. No. These questions are also again easy and very important for exam. So now if we have this, what we have to find? We have to find derivative of sine square x with respect to what? Exponential cos x. So अगर हमें ये डेरिवेटिव निकालना है तो हम ये भी तो कर सकते हैं, डिवाइडिंग बोथ न्यूमरेटर एंड डिनोमिनेटर बाय x dx. Right? This we can find the derivative of both numerator and denominator with respect to x. दिस इज वेरी सिंपल टू अंडरस्टैंड. इफ आई टेक दिस साइन स्क्वायर एक्स, देखिए आप दूसरी तरह से भी समझ सकते हैं इसको. साइन स्क्वायर एक्स को आप यू ले लीजिए, एक्सपोनेंशियल कॉज एक्स को आप वी ले लीजिए. सो डी यू बाई डी वी आपको निकालना है. सो डी यू बाई डी वी को आप क्या लिख सकते हैं? डी यू बाई डी एक्स एंड डी वी बाई डी एक्स. ये क्वेश्चंस बहुत आते हैं एग्जाम में, बट दे आर वेरी सिंपल टू डू. सो वी हैव टू सिंपली डेरिवेट बोथ द गिवन फंक्शंस वी हैव विद रिस्पेक्ट टू एक्स. बट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज, ऊपर किसका डेरिवेटिव आएगा? साइन स्क्वायर एक्स का, और नीचे किसका आएगा? एक्सपोनेंशियल कॉस एक्स का. सो व्हाट विल यू गेट हियर? 2 sin x cos x. What will you get? Exponential cos x का डेरिवेटिव, exponential cos x into, you will apply the chain rule. So this. Now sin x will get cut. So what will you get? Minus 2 cos x upon exponential cos x. So which option is correct? B option is correct, right? So it's a very simple concept which can be done within a minutes, right? Within a seconds. So you can easily solve it. Don't worry ki yes, it is given that we have to differentiate one function with respect to another function. It's okay. Take first function as u, second as v. So we have to assume du by dv that we have to find. Now we can differentiate both the functions individually with respect to the given variable, right? So these were the few MCQs. We will be coming again with another set of MCQs. Hope you all have understood it. So if you have understood it, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you all. Thank you everyone.